Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Mark of the Master, the Man of the Plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some wrestling today here on your OneWrestling.com Impact Wrestling Report for June. Wow, it's already June 8th. Anyway, June 8th, 2017. I'm again recording this June 9th, 2017. I'm not in the office today, ladies and gentlemen. I have the day off. It's going to be beautiful here in New York City, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. It is Friday. So thank you for joining me here, guys. If you're at work, if you're home, whatever you're doing right now, you know, I appreciate you guys taking some time to listen to my recap of Impact Wrestling. Now, Impact Wrestling... Oh, and by the way, first and foremost, guys, I have to thank the steady hand of OneWrestling.com, Carl the cameraman, who follows me around basically everywhere I go. I appreciate you, buddy, and I thank you so much. Listen, guys, Impact Wrestling comes from Mumbia, India, for the very first time. Let me explain something to you guys. This is not the first time there's been American wrestling in India. But it's the first time that a fully produced professional wrestling show has been broadcast from India. It's a huge deal, guys. Now, you and I both know, and it's just us right here in the room alone right here, I mean, along with Carl. But you guys know that the WWE... they put the title on Jinder Mahal. India is a huge market with billions of people. We're not talking about millions, we're talking about billions of people, guys. This is one of the biggest markets in the world. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you straight up, I thought the crowd here was great. The crowd looked super happy to have a top-notch professional wrestling organization there in India producing a show. The entire show, the crowd was extremely hot. I still say that the UK fans are the best fans when it comes to professional wrestling. I'm being straight up with you guys. I mean, the American fans just complain way too much, and it's true. We just complain way too much about every single thing. And, you know, a lot of people won't give Impact Wrestling a chance because it's not WWE. It's the most annoying thing in the world, guys. If it's not ROH, I guess, or WWE, it's not important, which I don't understand. So, you know, again, it's my opinion. I really want to know what you guys think. Guys, leave all your comments here below at OneWrestling.com, or, because, see, when you go to OneWrestling.com, you can subscribe there, guys. It's free, and you can leave your comments, you sign in, so on and so forth, leave your comments below. And there's a bunch of great articles, guys, and if you go to One Wrestling Video, same thing. Please subscribe, spread the news, guys. I want to try to get as many subscribers as possible, guys, for OneWrestling.com. I'm going to talk to you guys about that maybe next week, but we're going to try to get a campaign started to get some more subscribers here. But anyway, we're going to jump right in, guys, to Impact Wrestling, coming from Mumbia, India. Super cool, man. Again, crowd super hot. We start off early in the night where we have Jeremy Borash backstage with Josh Matthews, and these guys are going at it backstage somewhere in an office. And we have Bruce Pritchard who comes out and he tells them, "Look, here's the deal. You guys have been acting like jackasses," and they're both standing there looking like jackasses. And he says, "Look, if there is any physical altercation between you two, you're both gonna be fired. So you gotta hold off until Slammiversary." They play a video of everyone traveling to India, and guys, that's like a 24-hour gig, man. I mean, you're going, not gig, but you know what I mean, 24-hour flight. I mean, you're going, the travel's like, you have to get there, and then from there, you have to freaking take the plane, and it's just, I've never been to India, guys, but that seems like a whole hell of a lot of jet lag. Just my opinion. We start off with Alberto, or whenever I do Alberto El Patron, I have to talk like this. So it's Alberto El Patron versus, well, not versus, not yet anyway. It's a opening segment with Bobby Lashley. He calls him Booby. It's quite adorable. Anyway, El Patron makes his way to the ring, and he talks up energy and promises that he's going to kick some trasero, or trasero, which basically means to kick some butt or ass, in the ring tonight. El Patron then speaks out that he's won all major titles all over the world, so on and so forth, except basically the Impact Wrestling title, where he's going to take care of that Slammiversary. Well, Bobby Lashley, he begs to differ with that. Basically, he says that at the pay-per-view, he's going to take Bobby Lashley's, or he's going to take El Patron's title, and so I guess he's going for the Global Force title as well, and he's going to kick his trasero, or ass, back to Mexico. So that's going to be pretty interesting. We have Bruce Pritchard, because these guys are going at it, who comes out, and he says both of them are going to defend their titles tonight. Bruce Pritchard is going to go and pick two opponents, random guys. Nobody knows who they're going to face, so on and so forth. And again, if they lose their titles, whoever beats them for their titles will move on to Slammiversary to defend the titles and go title for title. Bruce Pritchard is backstage, and he's talking to two masked luchadors, the Mumbai Cats. I've never heard of them. If any of you indie-fed people that love the dives and stuff like that, leave your comments below. I would love to know who the heck these people are. Just hit me up on Twitter at Big Ray Show. All my social media is down here. Yes, I'm on Snapchat. I'm not a 14-year-old girl, but I do the Snapchat filter thing with my lady and stuff, and we send little messages to each other. You know the deal. But it's quite amusing. I gotta be honest with you. My son loves this stuff. But yeah, the two masked men want a title shot, and Bruce tells them it's not gonna happen. Maybe we see them next week. Who are these guys? These guys legit? I did no research on these guys. Listen, just because I work for OneWrestling.com and WrestleZone does not mean that I know everything about wrestling. I'm not one of those marks out there that say, "Oh, I know everything about wrestling. I'm a walking encyclopedia." No, not me. Not gonna happen. Caleb Colony versus Low Key for the X Division Championship. This was a solid match. A little, could I say low key for an X Division low key? Alright, so it wasn't like a super high-flying X Division match, but it was a solid match, and the fans, again, were truly involved. Low-Key took advantage of very early in the match. I mean, this guy was just... I love Low-Key. And what I love about Low-Key, and again, I'm not going to get into the gimmick. I can't stand the whole suit in the ring gimmick. I would tie the necktie around his neck and stuff it down his throat. But anyway, it's my opinion. I think Low-Key is just so intense, and his facials and the way the guy just moves about the ring, and he just makes every move he does is important, and there's just so much power behind it, guys, and I love that about Low-Key. I really do. Caleb Colony is just really fantastic. We're gonna fast forward, man. We have Low-Key who runs that Colony, who ducks and makes the champ fall outside the ring. Colony then lands a suicide dive. We have both men outside the ring. We're gonna fast forward again. We have the champ hitting a big double drop kick, and when I say big, a huge Mexican style double drop kick. Climbs to the top and hits the Warrior's Way for the 1, 2, 3. Now the Warrior's Way, here's the deal. Caleb Colony, after getting hit with a drop kick, actually lands on the rope 619 Rey Mysterio style, and that, I think it was cool. He hits the Warrior's Way out of nowhere, and this is becoming a thing, I guess, that Tree of Woe type gimmick. Well, not Tree of Woe type gimmick. That's a different type of double stomp, which I can't stand. I'm gonna talk about that a little later on again. But yeah, man. So I have Low Key who goes over, and again, pretty cool. Now, what happened after the match? And again, Impact has a lot of what happened after the match. We have Sonjay Dutt who comes out, and he gets in the face of the champion, and he, by the way, the champion was busted open. I forgot how he got busted open exactly, but he was bleeding. He had this big eye injury, and Sonjay Dutt, of course. And again, guys, if you haven't seen the whole thing, it's on YouTube with the big, and then the needle, and then the... Anyway, it's just quite disgusting. But yeah, man. So he goes back and forth. He says, "Look, you hurt my eye. It's so funny. Look at your eye right now. It's all messed up. Neither here nor there. I want a title shot next week in India. Will it happen? Let's just say that people are idiots and send me spoilers. It happens. I'm looking forward to seeing it anyway. I really don't care that I know who wins the match. I mean, this is what it is. Just stop. They keep sending me spoilers, Carl. It's the most annoying thing in the freaking world. It pisses me off. I'm so angry. Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese. Thank you. This guy knows exactly what makes me happy. Anyway. So they show a video of Swoggle, formerly Hornswoggle, WWE. If you guys don't know what the hell's been going on, well, basically, Hornswoggle was de-pantsed in the ring, embarrassed, came back the next week, beat the hell out of Rockstar Spud with a hammer, and then Rockstar Spud last week came back and beat the hell out of Hornswoggle with a hammer, and hit him in the junk too. He hit him right in the yam bag, just like the old Taz says. But yeah, anyway, man, he says, "Look, I'm a father," and this is Hornswoggle. I didn't know Hornswoggle was a dad. I mean, yes, little people can have children. You idiots. I mean, why would you think any otherwise? Unbelievable. Is that racism? Where's... Oh, Carl went out to get me a sandwich. Anyway, so we're going to move on. And this plays out a little later on. But again, he starts cutting a promo. He's a dad, so on and so forth. But he's going to get some revenge. And the revenge is the best served cold. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it just feels like if you talk like Russian spy, it seems so much better. I feel like drinking vodka. Anyway, we have Davey Richards versus Harold and Kumar. What? I thought you went to get a sandwich. Oh, Vikas Kumar. Oh, sorry. No, I just didn't know. Sorry. Anyway, so we have a local talent by the name of Vikas Kumar, who basically got the living daylights beat out of him. Number one, he's wearing this outfit. He's wearing these tights. And they were the tightest tights I think I've ever seen. I mean, Rockstar Spud wore something like that when he was walking around with Aaron Rex. Fabulous! But yeah, it was quite interesting with the big Nike swoosh on it. We have a local talent, Mr. Kumar, going for a moonsault, which was possibly one of the worst moonsaults I've ever seen. It kind of looked like me falling out of bed after being drunk last night. Not that I'm saying I was drunk last night, but anyway, he lands a big kick, and anyway, Davey Richards ends up landing a big kick, putting on the ankle lock for the submission. The kid taps out. Davey Richards bounces, leaves. Then EC3, Ethan Carter III. There's trouble. Oh, all right, sorry. All right, anyway, they exchange glances. Him and Davey Richards walks past them. It looks like he's carrying like a big roll of duct tape. No, it's not duct tape, my friend. It is a belt. It is a leather strap, something that was used quite often on me because I sucked at school. No, I was actually pretty good, but I was quite an asshole, to be honest with you. Anyway, in school, I grew up, not a jerk anymore. Anyway, so yeah, so EC3 just beats the living hell out of this poor kid, and this kid just, oh man, I mean, you know, even during the match, man, Davey Richards hits this kid with a double stomp to the shoulder. I think this poor kid's gonna be out of business for quite some time, but yeah, EC3 just whips the living hell out of him. Well, EC3 was gonna continue, but sorry about your damn luck. You got Cowboy James Storm. His music hits and he slowly walks out. He slowly walks out to make this. I guess the kid wasn't even worth him running to the ring to make the save. I would have ran. I would have been out of breath and I probably would have got my ass kicked once I got into the ring, but neither here nor there. Makes a save. It's probably gonna be a match next week. I'm guessing. Now we're gonna have a plethora of segments. You have Eli Drake complaining. Excuse me, I haven't eaten anything. You know when you have that empty burp gimmick going on? Oh, that sucks. Eli Drake complaining, God, I can't talk, to Bruce Pritchard about the results of the Grand Championship last week. Drake said he looks in Bruce Pritchard's eyes and he knows that he's got a problem. Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah. Eli puts his hands on Bruce Pritchard in a very intimidating fashion along with Chris Adonis and says, look, man, make it right. Give us the title shot tonight on Impact against somebody. Anyway, probably Alberto. Well, I guess we'll find out at the end of the video, won't we? They play a video about Impact, the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, and they're showing Sting and Kurt Angle. Basically, they show everybody in the WWE. JB and Matthews are letting fans know what's next week. Hornswoggle then comes out and chases down Rockstar Spud, who happened to be in the arena at the same time as him. It was just perfect timing. And Spud jumps the guardrail and taunts Swoggle as he makes his way back. God, it's nothing worse than an angry little person. During the promo, Hornswoggle called himself a midget. So am I allowed... You're back. Am I allowed to call him a midget now? Is that still not PC? I mean, I grew up on midget wrestling. Do you guys have a problem with it? Leave your comments here below. And hey, are there any little people that watch my videos? Please. Your women are quite delicious. Anyway, we play a video about Mahabali Shera. And it's about him greeting his family. And his father looks like the coolest old man you've ever seen in your life. I mean, I want you to go to Mahabali Shera's Instagram right now. His father looks like a pimped out Indian Snoop Dogg. With the cane gimmick and the gold rings, the turban. I mean, the guy is a gangster. Love his dad. I don't know him, but I love him already. And, you know, they show Mahabali Shera with the kids, holding a baby, kissing the babies, and making out with the women, and, you know, and just stroking. What? PG. Okay. No, he didn't do it. Just kiss babies and high-five people. he didn't have a match tonight. I was, if I'm booking Mahabali Shera, I know they're only in India for 2 nights, so it's going to be this week and then the following week. I would have put him in both nights, man. At least had him come out and cut a promo tonight or something. So that really bothered me. I wasn't really feeling the fact that they didn't have Mahabali Shera on this show tonight. It didn't make any sense, guys. If you agree with me, again, leave your comments below. Hit me on Twitter at Big Ray Show, Instagram, and also on Snapchat. Send me a snap if you wish. Follow me there. They play a video about Joseph Park going to grab JB to train. Gets him in the office, pulls him out of the office, and they're going to go train. This is quite interesting. But anyway, we're going to move on. Now, this, in my opinion, this match should have been the main event of the evening. This is your Impact Wrestling Championship. I'm going to get more in depth about this, and I'm going to use a lot of curse words. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Over the Impact Attack podcast with my co-host Ben Hameen. Give him a follow at Ben_Hameen. If you don't know who I'm talking about, well, I'm talking about the Infidel Crusher, Ben Hameen, y'all. Anyway, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look him up. He's awesome. So again, I'm going to get into that really in depth. I'm just going to run through this match really quickly, give a couple opinions. Again, I thought this match was probably one of the better matches of the night. Should have been the main event. This match was big. I mean, you have Bobby Lashley, the Impact Champion, versus Moose, the Impact Grand Champion, for the Impact Championship. Why is this not the main event? You got to put El Patron with the stupid GFW title up. That means nothing. GFW means nothing. This ring right here that was given to my dad, means so much more. Not just to me. I'm sure if it was between this ring, which is high quality 80s, 1980s gold. This ain't that fake stuff you kids are wearing nowadays. Anyway, so we have Moose. Oh, we're going to fast forward, by the way. We're not going to talk about the whole entire match. We're going back and forth. We have some bicycle chops. Some bicycle chops. Do you hear that? Bicycle kicks and chops. Bobby Lashley responds with a big German suplex. This is the bicycle kick and chops came from Moose. And it causes Moose to basically fall outside the ring. We have Bobby Lashley, who follows him outside the ring and beats the challenger down. We fast forward even further. And we have Bobby Lashley, who's perched up on the top rope, and Moose, who is a flying Moose, apparently is able to drop kick him. So freaking athletic. Moose is freaking awesome. One of the most athletic big men in the game today. WWE, I would have overlooked the whole thing that happened between him and whoever. Nothing was ever proven, I think. I don't know. I mean, I think WWE totally missed out on this guy. I don't know how long his contract is, but Jesus Christ, this guy is so freaking athletic, and he's good. He's getting better. This was a good match. Solid match. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so we have okay, so I'm a little confused here. Alright, so we have Lashley, who trips up Moose on the apron. Moose then Impact goes to break. Why did I put that in my notes? I have no freaking idea. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. We have a splash attempt that is dodged by Bobby Lashley, and the champ quickly hits a big clothesline. We fast forward. Lashley goes for a spear, but Moose, again, super athletic flying Moose, jumps over it and spears Lashley instead for the 1-2. No 3. We have Moose, who climbs to the top, but Lashley meets him in a huge superplex for a 2 count. Now we fast forward. The Destroyer sets up for a spear, but gets kicked in the face and gets hit with a go to hell, which is basically, and this could be Moose's finisher instead of that stupid clothesline, but it's basically a choke slam into it. Basically, it's almost like a sit out power bomb. I think that move works so much better instead of that stupid discus clothesline. Speaking about the stupid discus clothesline, Moose goes for the stupid discus clothesline. Stupid discus clothesline. So that's the SDC. Anyway, and he misses, and then he gets hit with the spear for the 1-2-3. Did not like the fact that Bobby Lashley went over your second biggest champion in the company, not the X Division champion, your second high-ranking champion, I guess you would call him, singles champion anyway, clean like that. But he did. He beat Moose clean, but you can always say that, look, Moose just wasn't ready. Moose is still learning, so on and so forth. You can go with that gimmick. But Moose is going to be the champion. If they keep Moose on Impact Wrestling, he will be the World Heavyweight Champion. The guy's freaking good, man. I like him a lot. I want to know if you guys like him as much as I do, because I really do like him quite a bit. We have a video a video package of LAX, who is apparently serious again, once again, like a late period. And we have Konnan, Holmes, who Konnan is, hey man, I gotta be honest with you, I'm very proud, Holmes, that you guys are double champions, and these belts don't mean nothing. They're just bargaining chips. You don't do that. Don't bury your titles. I'm just saying. Konnan, you know better. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you look at it the other way, maybe Konnan is saying, wow, the championships are so important that they run the game. I wish I had the whole Taz gimmick. You guys listen to the Taz show? Awesome. I run the game. Anyway, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Laurel Van Ness. Laurel Van Ness. She's a mess. I still... With Sienna versus Rosemary for the Knockouts Championship. And this, again, was a decent, solid match. And we have Rosemary, who continues her babyface turn. We're going to fast forward here. We have Rosemary, who clotheslines LV and then lays fist all over the face of Laurel Van Ness. Let's call Laurel Van Ness. However, the ref is basically checking on Laurel Van Ness, and Sienna drags Rosemary outside of the ring and then just drives her into the ring post. We fast forward even further. We have Laurel Van Ness, who attacks Rosemary in the ring with a series of kicks, and as she is gloating, Rosemary almost does this whole thing where she just like, it's cool. I liked it. It's cool. She's got to do that more. It's like an Undertaker, like a chick Undertaker thing, you know, gimmick going on. It was like she's floating to her feet. It was really good. I like that. And she hits an exploder for 2 count. Then we fast forward. We have Sienna, who climbs up to the ring apron again, but Rosemary is able to knock LVN into her. Roll up for the 1, 2, 3. Laurel Van Ness goes over, but then after the match, we have Rosemary attacked by both women. And then guess what? Allie comes to the ring for the big save, and she's carrying a kendo stick, ladies and gentlemen. And she's swinging to the fences, and eventually. The 2 girls get the upper hand on Allie, but then Allie loses the kendo stick. But then guess what? Rosemary picks up the kendo stick, chases the other 2 away, then looks at Allie, drops the kendo stick in a sign of solidarity. Apparently these 2 are friends. I would love a friend like that. Creepy. She floats. Floating friends are the best. I'm just saying. Back to Bruce Pritchard. He gets a lot of TV time, and he's on TV with KM. Kevin Matthews, love this guy. Kevin Matthews comes and says, "Look, I'm the #1 contender. I'm undefeated. Blah blah blah. So I want a match for the title." And Bruce Pritchard's like, "You're not undefeated. You're not the #1 contender, and you're not getting a title match." And KM basically says, "Are you calling me a liar? Are you saying that I'm a liar?" Anyway, I'm not calling me a liar. But I'm not calling you the #1 contender either. Almost rhymed. We continue to the training video. JB and Joseph Park. I don't know what to think about this. Was it funny? Yeah, it's alright. Seen it before. I remember back in the day, you guys can Google Hulk Hogan and Mean Gene Okerlund. I thought that was a hell of a lot funnier. You know what? Compare this video to Hulk Hogan, Mean Gene Okerlund, as they train to face Master Fuji and a heel George Animal Steel. Check it out, guys. This was just stupid, I think. I don't like it. Took him up to the top of a roof and says, "Oh, you know how to do dives," because they're doing a whole dive gimmick. And does a belly flop into a pool. JB does. It's just, I don't know. Okay, so it is time for the main event of the evening. Alberto El Patron, the GFW World Heavyweight Global Wrestling Champion of the Universe, versus Chris Adonis, aka Chris Masters of the WWE, with Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. So apparently, again, the GFW title is put over the Impact Wrestling title. I don't know why they're doing this. It infuriates me. And again, guys, this is a PG site. Over at Hacker Hameen, search Hacker Hameen on Podbean or on iTunes, wherever you listen to your audio content. I'm going to really get into this. Very angry. We have El Patron, who misses a kick to the head of Adonis, who hits a spine buster for a 2 count. Patron hits his kick to the head and also gets a 2 count. It's like a setup finisher. Adonis hits a sky high for a power bomb for a 2 count. We move on. We have Eli Drake. Oh, I'm sorry, Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. And jumps onto the apron complaining, but gets, well, he gets admonished by the referee. The referee is funny. The referee looks like he throws him out. He does the whole "you're out of here" gimmick. The fans of Mumbai are like, nah, 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 nah. And Eli Drake's like, he didn't throw me out, dummy. He didn't. He says, you know, if you do one more time, I'm going to throw you out. So he doesn't get thrown out. We fast forward. We have the challenger, who eventually finds himself in the Tree of Woe. I don't know how. So El Patron throws him, and then he turns his body, and then the guy's holding on. He does the doubles. I hate this finisher. I hate this finisher. This is the most stupid finisher in the history of stupid finishers. This is worse. This is almost as bad as, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Hits him with the double stomp for the 1, 2, 3. After the match, we have Adonis and Drake beating down El Patron. And then Moose comes down for the save. So I'm going to assume, and again, I didn't check all the spoilers, I'm going to assume this is going to be a tag team match. Probably going to be El Patron and Moose versus Adonis and Eli Drake, dummy, yeah, next week in a tag team match, which I think it'll be a solid match. But man, I can go on and on about how much I hate that stupid freaking finisher. I do not know why he isn't making people tap out with the armbar. I have no clue. I would rather him finish people off with an elbow off the second rope. My opinion, this match should not have been the main event of the evening. It was. I think it fell flat at the finish. It's just, it shouldn't have. I don't know, man. This is not the way you go off the air in India. You know, it killed it for me. I thought it was a solid night. All, you know, good matches, whatever. Next week is looking to be a lot better from what I'm hearing. Huge pops from the crowd all night. Again, it was not enjoyable. I mean, hell, I'd rather watch Impact Wrestling any day over freaking 3 hours of Raw. Raw is rawful. Hashtag rawful. RAWFUL rawful. Horrible garbage. But hey, it is what it is. Listen, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on here again, guys. You know, sometimes I have the video up, you know, late Thursday night. Sometimes I have it early in the morning on Fridays. But whenever I put it up, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on to watch it, guys. Please share, subscribe to OneWrestling.com, guys. Again, fight that YouTube garbage that wrestling is offensive. We're not, you know, we have guys out there that are putting in a lot of work, guys and gals who love wrestling, and they're getting no views, making no money off of this garbage. There are a bunch of petitions. Go to whatculturewrestling.com or the What Culture Boys, and I mean, they have a petition. You go to their website, guys, and just fight this garbage, man, because we're putting in so much work. We're original content creators. Pro wrestling helped build YouTube, and these freaking fools, you know, say, oh, well, wrestling is offensive. Yet you'll have a video of people street fighting in the middle of the street in New York City, and that's cool. You get paid for that, right? You get paid for promoting movies that promote sexual content, heavy sexual content, drug use, and murder, but yet professional wrestling is offensive, right? Come on, guys. Let's be real. This is absolute garbage. You guys don't know how important pro wrestling has been to YouTube. Maybe you guys have forgotten. I don't know. All I know is this. YouTube better watch their back, because if not, well, I'm probably gonna send Moose to get you. Or Bin Hamin, Hacker Hamin, y'all. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I always say this. I would do this for a living, but apparently I can't because YouTube doesn't pay enough anymore. I would do this for a living, but if I can, I would do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. I do the heart emoji. Here you go. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Again, guys, I'm sending my love out to the people in France, to the people in the UK, to the people that are going through all these horrible, horrible tragedies, guys. I just hope that, you know, it's just too much. It's just too much, man. You know, I gotta agree with the gentleman from What Culture Pro Wrestling. You know, pro wrestling brings people together, and this is a community. It creates communities, and the IWC and the YWC is one of the best communities in the world. And I'm glad to be a part of it, guys, for the last almost 8 years, man. Yep. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And in the words of the legendary Bill Apter, I'll see you at the matches. In the words of my brother Bill Schuyler, who always sits over my shoulder watching, brother, we'll see you down the road. Later, guys. See you next week for your Impact Wrestling report here at OneWrestling.com. Don't forget, check me out at the Impact Attack, Hacker Hameen. Hey, I was also on the WZ Daily, WrestleZone.com this week. I'm everywhere. Maybe too much. Do you have that sandwich? You got it? I'm hungry. Peace. Bring it over here. Over here!